Now we're going to head to Australia, where rain and cooler temperatures are bringing some relief this morning for communities devastated by deadly bushfires across the country. But officials warn that the flames will, quote, take off again by Thursday. At least 25 people have died as a result of the fires since September, along with an estimated 500 million animals. Nearly 20 million acres have burned, and authorities say that the fires could keep burning for months. CBS News correspondent Jamie Yuccas is in Australia, in the capital there of Canberra. Jamie, what's it like there?
Well, I can tell you, Anne-Marie, that the good news is that conditions also got better here for much of the day and will be tomorrow. We were talking to some of the people at our hotel, and they said that yesterday they couldn't even see their hand in front of their face when the sun came up. Today, obviously, you can see conditions a little bit better. But when those conditions were at their worst earlier today, Canberra was considered the worst major U.S. city and worst major world city, I should say, in terms of air quality. So that's luckily conditions have improved, but much of the country is still getting smoke. Here in Canberra as well, there are fires to the east and also fires to the west. That's why the air quality has been so bad here. We talked to some officials earlier today, too, who said that the government had to shut down, many businesses shut down, and that people inside their homes actually had their smoke detectors starting to go off. The air quality was that bad.
We cannot guarantee your safety at present.
Authorities across Southeast Australia are racing to get people to safety, using the light rain and cool weather for cover after supercharged fires continue to ravage the continent over the weekend.
It's like something out of a horror movie. I've never seen anything like it.
The fires have scorched nearly 20 million acres of land, forcing thousands to flee.
My neighbour stayed to defend his property, and he contacted me this morning to say, sorry, but my house is gone.
Fire officials here in New South Wales say the flames roared through here so quickly that the fire consumed things like cars, homes, and vegetation at a rate of 7 miles in 2 hours.
Australian firefighters are working around the clock, battling both the fierce flames and exhaustion.
All the crews in this area are just hurting. They're tired.
As a crew of U.S. firefighters arrived to provide welcome assistance.
Did you ever think you'd see something of this magnitude in Australia?
Never. Never.
Evacuee Margaret Fitzpatrick came back to find both her neighbors' homes burned down, but hers still standing.
For people watching in the United States, what would you want them to know?
Just the spirit of everyone banding together and helping each other. And even though a lot of people have lost a lot of things, we still have that really good community spirit.
Wow. So we heard that, there's cooler temperatures, light rain. That's helping a little bit, but things are going to return very quickly to the conditions that have contributed to these fires. So what are residents doing to prepare?
Well, I think it's an interesting point you just made, Anne-Marie, because some of our viewers may not know that here in Australia, it is summertime. So that means that they are in the heart of fire season. But this is just the beginning. So that's why officials are very fearful that the fire season could go on for months. What we were told by people we talked to in some of these towns is that they've prepared their homes the best they can, and that things have been so scary that they've just decided to leave, go to other parts of the country, stay with family and friends in other places until some of this subsides. There have been many instances where fire was not supposed to jump, let's say, a river or a highway, and then did. So what I can tell you is that people are very much vigilant. They're alert right now, and they're scared that this could go on for quite some time.
And so how is the smoke from all of these fires affecting people and wildlife in the area?
Well, as you said, when you look at the numbers of wildlife that have died and in terms of the habitat here, the smoke is one of the factors that can really contribute to problems. We've been told that if you have asthma, if you have any underlying health condition, that you cannot even go outside. That's why so many people here in the capital were asked to please stay home. Don't even try to go outside. And as I talked about before, you would hear some of the smoke detectors going off because the smoke is so strong. That has subsided here, and that's what people were very glad about. But there are so many other sections. I can tell you from driving from Sydney, Australia to here today, which is about 3.5 hours, there were pockets of very, very thick smoke. At one point in time, I actually put my mask on inside the car, even after turning off the vents and things to keep smoke out. But it just just kind of depends on where you are, the conditions of where you are, and how quickly it's moving and changing.
Well, the images are, I mean, they're devastating, they're mind-blowing. We were watching some images earlier today where literally it looked like helicopters were just flying into a wall of red and orange. It's really remarkable what they're going through right now. Jamie Yuccas, thank you so much.